Welcome back to another episode of the Easy Day Show, man. It's been a minute. We've been out. BC is sick on vacation or doing whatever he's doing, so he's out of this one. But that's my boy. Make sure we showing him love and showing support to BC at all costs. But we got a special guest for me and one of my favorite teammates of all time at any level. Big time bucket getter, a local superstar, a superhero in tons of people's eyes. In my eyes, man, one of my favorite persons, people outside of being a player. A big time bucket, and I think he's willing to line that up with anybody. Welcome to the show, man. Marshall Nelson, Mr. Hoop with him, bro.
Thanks for having me, bro. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be here, bro. Yeah. It's your birthday. It's a good day.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm talking to one of my favorite people. It's gonna be fun, bro.
Hey, about that, it's my birthday. We're filming on my birthday, but this ain't released today. Okay, this is pre-recorded. It's all pre-recorded, just for you motherfuckers know. Pre-recorded. But simply put, bro, I wanted you on this show because one, our relationship, especially as it's grown since we first met, the beginning of it. Yeah. Love to hear your insight, bro. The conversations that we've had outside of this podcast is stuff that people would love to hear. Like, you know, we've had conversations over the years, 20, 30-minute conversations that could make an episode in itself.
Yeah,
so hopefully we'll be able to give you guys some of that stuff that we talked about, some very sensitive stuff, some stuff that's serious basketball related, some fun jokes, all of that shit. And I'm excited to have him here with me, bro. But I just want to kind of introduce it and talk about my first, intro to Marshall Nelson. So this is 2017, and I get to Perth. I come here and I sign, and we get to practice, and we all practicing. There's some young guys you don't know. It's a couple that's not on the team. You know a couple guys' names. And I didn't know your name, Marshall, until we left.
Really?
Until I left.
You left?
Until I left Perth.
Really?
I didn't know your name until I left Perth. But I knew your face and I knew your game. And I was telling one of my boys, he was calling me, he was like, yeah, what the talent like? I was like, they all right, they cool. And it's this one dude, he got some shit, bro. That's what I'm telling you. He got some shit to him. Wiggle, step back, all that crazy. And at this point, I didn't know anything about what a development player was, a practice.
Yeah, you
I didn't know anything.
Up.
I'm just there.
You didn't know the system.
I don't know anything about the system.
You're coming with open, fresh eyes.
Fresh eyes. You're playing, you're practicing.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's on the team. This is what I'm like, yeah, bro, we got this one point guard. This motherfucker cold, bro. And as the time progresses, I see the reps getting lower and lower, and I'm like, boy, this motherfucker ain't on the first team and all this shit. But then we just started to
touch
see
the court
whatever,
after that.
But just a funny story about that, bro. It was an immediate respect for you and your game.
Thank you.
Soon as I met you, I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker here can hoop, bro.
I remember thinking the same thing, man. I remember you coming up and you jumped like an MJ, like this, was about to dunk it. Some dude hit you. You came down around, bro, finger rolled it.
I don't remember. I can't do that. That fake ass shit.
I remember. I was like, this guy's one of the best players I've ever seen. Yeah.
That's funny, bro. Yeah. I won't dare do no shit like that.
No. You're staying on the ground now, shooting threes.
That's a fact, bro.
Yeah, you were a dunker back in the day,
but
though.
About that time, though, 2017, how old were you, bro? And what was the landscape like? It was SBL then. Were you playing SBL? What was that going on in 17? Cause
so I just finished college, and I was just about to quit basketball, and I wasn't going to go back over and play over in America anymore, and I remember Nick Lakovic asked me to play the rest of the NBL1 season, SBL season at the time. And I was like, fine, I'll play the rest of the season, but I'm done after that. And I started playing, and you know how it is, basketball, you have that relationship. It's when you have a long relationship with someone, there's times you love it, there's times you don't, you know. So I sparked a bit of love for it again, and I started playing well. And then I was training with, that's when you saw me play, and I was training with the Wildcats, and then and then I ended up going to Illawarra and training with them as well. And then, they both offered me a development player spot. And then,
all in that same year?
All in the same, month. Yeah.
So you went to Illawarra right after. So
right after.
I left.
Yeah.
I got hurt. I left in September. So you would have signed in that same time frame?
Yeah. I think I went to Illawarra straight after
that.
That's dope.
That's dope. Yeah,
so I went for a tryout. When I saw you play, you hurt your foot, I remember?
Yep.
And then I think a few days after that, then I went to Illawarra, tried out there. They offered me. I came back. Wildcats offered me a DP spot. And then I just thought that I need to lock in, so I went over to Illawarra instead. And Wildcats weren't really signing development players back then. Like Greg Hall was the last one.
Really?
But it had been like Reece Vague had been a DP for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Damien Scott had been a DP for 4 years, and I kind of looked at that and I was like, well, they're not really giving any local talent a shot, you know.
Right.
So it's probably better it's probably just better.
And it's funny because fast forward a couple years when I come back, and Warren, shout out Warren. Warren was talking about, when we were talking about signing or whatever, Warren kept bringing your name up. And he was like, yeah, we just signed Marshall Nelson. And I'm just kind of thinking, like, who the fuck is Marshall Nelson? Because he's talking about you so much. I'm like, who the fuck is Marshall Nelson? He better be good.
Yeah.
And then I seen the team post a graphic, and I'm like, oh, I know this motherfucker.
Yeah, I remember him.
I'm like, he crazy. I'm like, hell yeah, Warren, we gonna be all right, bro.
Yeah.
And Warren was just like, nah, bro, Marshall Nelson, we just got the best guard in the league. He was telling me this.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Anything about NBL1 at that time. I'm just like, man, this motherfucker better be cold, bro.
Warren's my heart man, yeah.
Better be cold, bro.
I remember when you first came in, it was a little weird between us. I remember kind of like the energy. It was like, whose team is it? It was like, is Devondre going or is Marshall going? It was kind of like we were clashing a little bit at the start.
But think about it, bro. I wouldn't have known your status at that time. I was just coming in being me. I wouldn't have known you were.
Yeah.
It for me, it was a respect because you played, but it wasn't the respect that you deserved considering your previous years and your time and what you've done in the league so far.
Oh, but you were a lot bigger name than me at the time, you know?
But you got to think, though, when you come into a system or somewhere, like that's like KD going to the Warriors and not knowing what Steph does.
True.
You know,
true. Like, if you put it in that perspective.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Who's that?
So that's kind of how it was. Like it was for me. I didn't understand. Honest to God, truth, bro. The problem or the issues that we had, I didn't understand them from your perspective until I found out who you were and what you did to motherfuckers for years.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, I see why he feel this way. I see why he feel like this is my shit, because in reality, you put work in, bro.
Yeah.
You've showed, nigga, this my shit.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm not like, the way that I think about it, I was like, you better show that you're like that quality for me to take a back step. You know what I mean? And you did. And you did.
Marshall, I swear to God.
You better prove it to me. You got to prove it to me first, sort of thing. That's the way I was thinking about it.
What's funny, bro, I had no idea that was going through your mind.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. I wasn't even thinking about it because I just fully didn't understand. Now I know how you wired, winning championships with you, being in tough games, tough moments with you. I know that's 100% what you was thinking. I'm finna bust his ass. Yeah. Like, I know that's what you was thinking the whole time.
Every basketball player.
But in that moment, bro, I swear to God, I didn't have no thought of what you was thinking, bro. I was like, let me do my shit, focus on this, make sure we win game, blah, 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 blah. I had no clue that what was going on in your mind. And that kind of what makes you who you are, that competitor, that fire, bro, that juice that you bring. It's like, show me you can play. Yeah. And you bring that when you play. Like, if you haven't watched Marshall Nelson play, tune in. He just dropped a pretty dope highlight tape, too, on his page. So follow that. It's pretty fire, getting buckets, man.
I feel like, I don't know, like I played junior college. I played like, you know, like I always slummed it out through the ranks, you know, and I feel like I've always played with a bit of chip on my shoulder, and like I haven't had any handouts. I feel, you know, I'm kind of like always earned my respect a little bit, you know, if whatever respect I got. So like going up through the system, like never making a state team, always playing second division, like just kind of having that mentality, like I don't know, I guess it's a
No.
Yeah, the underdog mentality.
That's
going
to make you. Because it's like, let me prove to you that I belong.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that later in the episode, but I do want to talk about that brand you got rocking on your chest right now. You know, I think it's the biggest brand in WA for sure, Hoop brand. And I don't know where it ranks in Australia, but it got to be top somewhere.
I don't know, man.
You know what I mean? And
I'm in it, so I don't see it, you know?
Yeah. It's for me, I see kids walking around with the brand all day, every day. So I'm going to give you the microphone real quick and just let you explain to the viewers what Hoop With Him is, what it means to you, why you started it.
Yeah.
And go from there, bro.
So, yeah, like, when I was growing up, I feel like when I was growing up, I needed a role model in my life. And I think if I had the right role models in my life, I would have went a lot further with basketball because I was super committed. Like, I was working out 4 or 5 hours a day. Like, I was doing everything that I possibly could have, you know? And I feel like if I had some guidance and some people that were in my position like now, some people to like look up to and I could talk to and ask them questions and all that kind of stuff, then I would win a lot further. And I think that's a big part of like not even basketball, of life, is like you have mentors, and these mentors help you, guide you through life. And and I want to be that to people who have walked the same path I've already walked. Do you know what I mean? And I want them to go a lot further than I ever went.
Yeah.
Like I felt short from my goals, and being able to help like other kids and people inspiring to be basketball players, like it's exciting. I enjoy it. I love it, man. I love it. I love it more than playing basketball myself. Like I feel like I'm selfless when it comes to that point.
And that's extreme. Like that point you just made is extremely important, because there's a couple. I was on a podcast not too long ago, and I spoke about some guys that mentored me, guys I looked up to, that gave me a path to walk on. Yeah. Like you said, just gave me words of wisdom, and and it's beautiful to see that you got that mentality about it, and you're still playing. Yeah. So while you're still actively playing, it makes it even more of an anomaly to players. Like players can come to you and you can talk about how you played in your very last game. You don't have to talk about the shit you did 15 years ago. Yeah, exactly. It's people present. Can come to you.
And the game's changed a lot, and like politics have changed, like everything's changed a lot.
And you're changing with it though. Yeah. Like you're able to change with it. And you haven't got to the point yet, but I do want you to explain to the viewers and listeners who don't know what you do. What do you do? Like we just started what HoopWith was, you know what it is and why you started it. But what is it, bro? What is HoopWith?
I like to think of it as like, I don't know, like a hoop school, like an academy. I wouldn't say academy. I would say like a school of hoops. Yeah. I'd treat it like a classroom in my the way that I think about it. And just somewhere where like it's like an open learning environment. Like I've obviously, like the way I run my sessions now, I run it like a classroom. Like I make sure the kids are talking to each other. I talk about communication. Like I know that most of these kids aren't going to be a professional basketball player. Right. It's very like for someone to be a professional basketball player, it's a 1%. But this life skills that people learn from basketball, translate it anywhere. I can copy and paste. I can copy and paste the way I got good at basketball and what I did in basketball, and how I went about it. I can copy and paste that and put into anything in my life, and I know I'm going to do pretty well. You know what I mean? So that's like and that's the message that I say to the kids as well, is like, I know, like, look around, there's 20 people this session, like, probably none of you are going to be basketball players, statistically. Right. But, like, that's not why you do it. Like, if I never got $1 playing basketball, it would have been the best choice of my life. Like, sticking with something, the consistency, the work, like all the thought you put into it, the relationships you build, the way that you got to climb yourself up the ranks. It's like you can translate that into anything.
The discipline.
The
failures.
The setbacks, even the in-game failures. Like one of my friends said, like just off topic, but one of my friends said the other day, like he came watch me play, he goes, I don't know how you do it. He's like, you went down 10 points. He's like, I would have crumbled. Like, the up and down of the game. But you don't even think of that because you're out there competing.
When you play, you don't think at all.
You don't think of it at all. So just all those setbacks and just being resilient. Like something that basketball's told me is that just like things I've learned from basketball. There's so many ups and downs. Like there's times where you're riding a wave and you feel confident and things are going your way. And all of a sudden, a month later, you're like, I can't even hit a shot. I'm scared to even take it. Yeah. I'm worried. Like I'm going on the court worried, scared. What are my teammates thinking? Like, am I even good anymore? Like, it's just that mental grind is something that I like to, I don't know, focus on.
Would you say that? Say you're doing a one-on-one session with a kid, right? Yeah. Is that something that you challenge them to do? Like, do you challenge them mentally, or is it more just like, okay, let's get better physically?
A one-on-one session, I would say, it depends what they need. You know what I mean? Like everyone, it's like you go to a doctor. It's like everyone's got something different. If, for example, like you could have a player and he has the brains already, and he has like the coachability, and he has all that kind of stuff. He just has no handle. You're like, all right, well, let's just fix that. You know, or you go to somewhere where it's like, they have everything. You're good. Like, you're talent-wise, you're really good. Yeah. You need the mental side, and then so it's just teaching like you would teach anyone. You fill the gaps. You fill the holes for them, and you problem solve for them a little bit.
So with that problem solving for a kid, right?
Yeah.
Giving them tools to succeed in this sport that you said they might not be professionals. Is there times where you find kids where you like, fuck, I'm wasting my time?
If they don't want to be there, like I kind of make it pretty clear. Like if you don't want to, if your parents are telling you to come here, and you don't want to be here, I don't want you here.
Don't show up.
Yeah, I don't want you.
That's
here.
a fact.
And that's what I said. That's like one of the first things I say to people. And I say like, don't show up. Like I respectfully, I would rather you not here.
Yeah, because you're putting your time into it too,
for sure.
bro.
And I want people listening. I want people trying to learn.
Got a question. So say so we talked about some of the baseline people who may not be pros. Do you got some just training advice from training pros, from training some of the higher level athletes here, being on court with them? What would be one piece of advice that you give a 16 to 20-year-old kid who's on that cusp of being, a professional hooper, bro?
Like if they're
there.
Trying to walk that journey sort of thing.
Yeah.
It depends. There's a lot of different ways to look at it. You got one.
You gotta nail it, bro.
Gotta nail it. All right. What advice would I have? That, like I kind of touched on before, like with anything, there's gonna be a lot of setbacks.
Yeah.
Because everyone's competing for the same spot. It's a worldwide sport. Everyone's competing, and you think of it as like in your circle, like you're in Perth right now and you might have 10 guys that are pretty good, probably as good as you are, 15, 20, whatever it is. It's like when you zoom out and you're like, the whole world scale, like you played around the world. It's like if you really want this, you better dedicate your whole life to it because you're not going to get there unless you do.
Clip that, Ben. Clip that shit, Ben.
Yeah, you better treat it like it's your job before it's your job.
Yeah,
and that's the only way to do it.
And I fully agree, 100%. Bro.
Yeah,
and people, and I'm so sorry to mean to cut you off, but I have to say this: people who associate like basketball isn't your life. You know how people be like, it can't be your life. If you really want to do that, it has to be. It has to be.
It has to be, and this is something that I've talked about a few times, and I didn't realize until I started doing more than basketball, right? And I think about like, there's more than just going to work out and stuff. Like the thought that you put into basketball outside of basketball probably means more, if not just as much, if not more than the actual work you put into it. So how much time are you thinking about it? How much time are you replaying a play in your head? How many times are you thinking about that movement? How many times are you thinking about how to gel in your team? How many times are you thinking about, I just had a bad game last week. What do I need to do this week to and putting those extra thoughts into it. Because now that I've been a lot busier and I've been juggling basketball and playing pro and doing other things, I don't have that time or bandwidth to put into it as much as I used to. And I can feel it. But when I do have time, there's 2-3 weeks where like I'm not as busy and I can think about basketball a lot more. Play way better.
That's all you think about.
Play way better.
And you right about that, bro, because I didn't fucking get a hobby until I was 30.
Really?
I didn't have any hobbies. It was
crazy.
Hoop.
Yeah,
anything outside of it was hoop. Like if I'm not in the weight room, I'm at the recovery center. If I'm not in the recovery center, I'm at the gym. I'm at the Pilates. I'm at yoga. I'm wherever. Like that's hoop is the hobby.
Yeah.
I didn't start getting hobbies, and like you said, you don't notice how much your mind focuses on basketball
100%.
Until you're doing other things, and you can kind of shut off. And going back to that point of you on the cusp of being a professional athlete, like, bro, you have to dedicate your life to that shit. It sounds crazy and it sounds, but it's reality. And everybody who's reached any pinnacle of hoop will agree with that statement, bro.
Not even hoop. I feel like if you want to be good at anything, you got to dedicate your life to it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Pick basketball. Yeah, sure. It's basketball. Like, dedicate your life to that. But if you want to go anywhere with anything, you need to dedicate your life to it because there's someone right next to you willing to do what you're not willing to do. Right? Like
they're waiting for the chance.
And there's people in way worse off situations. Like when I went to junior college, there was guys like basically homeless. And like this junior college is their last hope. you know, and they're pooping 5-6 hours a day, and you know,
desperation, bro.
Yeah,
Dedication.
desperation,
Yep.
and you're trying to compete with that. So you need it, yeah. Yeah, you need to dedicate your whole life to it if you want to be good at anything.
Thinking about going to that worldwide scale,
Mm.
you recently got back from Italy. It's a place where I played as well, and I know how beautiful that country is and how they treat you. But I want to ask you about your time there. You know, what it's like for a guy, you know, especially in Western Australia, because a lot of our listeners will be from that area, who didn't get a piece of it, who would have loved to have that experience, bro.
Yeah.
Can you walk them through what it was like? What was Italy like, bro?
Italy was fun, man. Italy is.
I'm about to fucking die, bro. What's going on?
You good?
Yeah, let me refill, bro.
All right, go on. How's Italy? You can cut this out.
How was Italy? No, you roll this shit.
All right. How was Italy? Italy, I'll say how I was playing overseas, because I wouldn't say Italy's a good topic to put on, because I wasn't a good mind state at the time. You know,
That's
so
what
let's
I
say.
want to talk about. That's what I want to talk about. I want
let's
to talk
say-
about Italy.
Yeah, we're talking about
Talk
Italy.
about Italy.
Italy was great. So the place was awesome. People were awesome. Like, the team was good. Like, the situation was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got along with the team. We were like a family. I was living in another place. I was living in this place called I can't remember anymore now, but it was on the beach. It was like the Scarborough. Imagine the Scarborough of Naples. Yeah, and it was like the rich area.
Crazy,
yeah, it was.
yeah.
And you walk down at the beach every day, and it was nice. But yeah, I was going through a weird time in my life where I wasn't really enjoying playing basketball, and I realized it wasn't really the road I want to walk anymore either. When I was over there, I don't think this is for me anymore.
Really?
Yeah, when I was
Like,
over
in
there.
consideration of just, I don't want to play anymore.
Not that I don't want to play basketball anymore. I was like, I think I can do more than this.
Okay.
I think I've got more to offer than because it feels very selfish when you're over there playing overseas, because you're doing everything for you know. And like I said, like, I feel like since being around the community and stuff, and being around people that know you and love you and not like you, and you know, it's just you've said it before, like, it's a different feel, you know. Like, when you go overseas, like, nobody knows who you are, nobody cares about you like that, nobody really, you know. It's a lonely place to be. And I had my girlfriend, which was awesome at the time, and she was great to be with. But yeah, I guess I was just like, I don't know if this is for me, like, playing professionally anymore. Like, and I've been thinking like this for a while, unless I play for the Wildcats, because it's at home. I love Perth.
Clip it.
I love Perth.
Yeah.
It's at home. I think they need a player like me.
Let's get that rolling.
Yeah. I think they need a player like me, to be honest. So,
and I'm pretty sure the community would enjoy the fuck out of that.
I think that's a cool story.
That's a great story.
Like, from 31, like, I'm the best I've ever been.
Yeah,
like, basketball wise.
I agree with that.
I'm the best I've ever been right now.
I can agree with that, bro. And I don't want to, but if you feel comfortable, you know, kind of sharing, you know, just your mental state in a position where a lot of people would think it was the best time of your life.
Yeah.
Being in Italy, playing basketball, bro. Do you want to share light on your mental state?
Yeah, so basically, like, so I had some sleep issues and stuff back last year, like when I was playing for Willerton, as like the finals were going on, like around when we played and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. It started off with struggling sleeping, and then like, I was obviously stressed. The reason why I wasn't sleeping because I was stressed, because I was about to leave to Italy.
Yep.
Like, me and my girlfriend just got back together. Like, I had to sell my car, rent my house out. Like, I had to do all this stuff, and then all these people wanted to see me before I went. I had no time, and it was just a lot going on, man. Yeah, it was just a lot going on, and I just went down like like a dark road. I don't even know. I felt like at the time, like, my mind had like turned on me, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel like my mind had turned on me for a bit, and
you say turn, what you mean turn?
Turned. I don't know. Like it started off with me it was like a perspective thing. Like, it starts off with like, you're just not really enjoying that day as much, or you're kind of like, the coffee kind of sucks, and like, I don't know. You start thinking just negatively, and then you just go down, and then all of a sudden you start thinking negatively about everything, and then when I realized, I was like, shit, like I'm in a hole right now. Like I need to get myself out, and then I'm trying to do things to like make myself feel good, and like I couldn't get myself out of the hole. And I realized after that, I was like, you just need to be kind to yourself. The amount of pressure that I would put on myself before every game, before every time I go coach or whatever it is, like I was putting all this external pressure on myself, and that pressure was making me feel a way over a long period of time, and then my mind, just like any muscle, snapped. It just kind of like, it was like,
that's crazy,
gave out, and it just came with stress, came with not sleeping, and I had to. It was like a long road to recovery, bro. It was like I broke my leg, and I spoke about it after one of the Suns games briefly, but they were saying like, what advice would you give if your friend came up to you with mental health issues? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, perspective.
Are you crying, Ben? No.
Perspective. And the advice that I think I would give after going through like some challenges is like, perspective is everything. Mm-hmm. And there's so many different ways to look at the same problem. And when you're in your own head, you have one perspective. And when you're going through that whatever time in your life, that perspective's probably wrong, because you're feeling terrible, you're not thinking straight. So I think that's why people say you need to talk to people, mm-hmm. But like talking to people isn't the issue, it's find the solution.
It's and like you said, talking to people, bro, it's finding people that you feel safe.
Yeah.
Telling some shit that's really going on about, because and the most people don't have it because the world's so judgmental. Me and Bryce spoke about it on that first podcast about like showing love. I think as I grow older, bro, I'm becoming way more generous with my love.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, like I'm just becoming way more generous. I'm just want to give because you don't know how that shit make people feel.
For sure, yeah.
Over time, it's just like, okay, I just want to give you a piece of love, bro. I don't know because I needed that shit. The same shit you dealt with mentally, bro. And you'd be so surprised, bro. In that same moment that you were dealing with what you were dealing with, it was probably 10, 20 people that you look up to and know that had similar situations, bro.
Yeah.
But we can't speak on it. No one gets an opportunity. No one has the platform to speak
on
and be free to get through moments. Like, you had to dig yourself out of that hole. And I think a lot of that shit's not fair, bro.
Yeah. For sure. And speaking about, like, digging yourself out of a hole, like, the only person that can do it is you. Mm-hmm. Because you put yourself in the hole, right? Nobody else did. You did. So it's like, and it starts with a shift of perspective. But at the end of the day, like, once you go down that and you're in that mind frame, you have to treat it like something that I learned is like, you have to treat it like an illness. Mm-hmm. Like, you are sick. You know, like, you've broken your leg, you're injured. Yep. And you have to be kind to yourself, and you have to, like, be your best friend. You have to do things for you. You have to
treat yourself.
Yeah, not even treat yourself. Just like find a perspective to make yourself feel better about things. Like, and that's why, like, going back on perspective, you only have one person's perspective in your mind. Obviously, it's you. And if I articulate myself in the right way, you might have the answer to my problems.
Right.
You might have a solution to my problems. But if I don't say anything, then obviously I'm just going down the rabbit hole in my own head, So like, and I think that's where it comes to, like, talking to people and finding, like, a safe place for you to speak about things. But yeah, I just think, like, it is an illness, and you're not going to be walking on a broken leg in 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. Like, it's going to take long.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
and perspective is the word. I seen maybe an Instagram post or something, and it was like, social media has construed our minds so much. It's thrown off everybody's just normal shit, bro. Yeah. And it was a post, and it was like, bro, can you imagine if 10 people told you that they liked your outfit on that day? Right?
You would feel good.
Bro. I'm wearing that shit every day.
Every
bro.
day.
I wore the same outfit
every day.
If 10 people told me in real life that they like this fit, and imagine if you post your best fit on the gram or whatever and you get 10 likes. But you're going to feel sick.
You feel
bro.
amazing, yeah.
Well, you're going to fuck around and delete the post. If I get 10 likes on my best outfit I've ever worn, fuck that fit, bro. I'm sick.
Or if you get 10 likes,
10 likes.
10 likes. I think maybe you get 10 people come up to you and say like,
if 10 people in real life, that's what we're getting away from. We're getting away from the real life generosity.
Yeah, if you get 10, true, because 10 people liked it, but then if you had 10 people,
if 10 people tell you in real life they liked your fit, you're going to be on cloud 9 the whole day.
Yeah, 100%.
But 10 people like your shit online.
Perspective.
You feel perspective, bro. And that's
the same thing.
And that's all it's about, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Perspective is probably going to be the theme of what we finished, the episode and talking about with. And I kind of want to switch gears a little bit and just talk about some of the fucking fun times that we had.
Yeah.
Like winning your championship. Together.
That was a fun ass year, man. I learned a lot that year, man.
Fun year, bro. And no disrespect to anybody who played in that season against us, but there was no chance anybody was beating us.
We were too.
There was no chance. It was no chance.
The roles were too set, like everyone had their role. Everyone was willing to play. Everyone just wanted to win.
And people talk about this. They just lost. They just lost. They just lost in the championship.
The year before.
So the hunger is right there. Like, we right there. Let's get it. So in terms of beating that team, the 22 team, not a fucking chance, bro. And we got a real one of the day. He's on that team, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later. We're going to show him some love. But that team to me was my favorite team, obviously because you win it all and you get to celebrate everything. But the team after.
Yeah, we had balance, bro.
The team the following year, I think, and if you hear this and got any debate, there's no team ever assembled in NBL1 that could beat that team. We didn't win a chip, but for me, that's a 73-9 Warriors.
Yeah, we were good.
I think that team was too crazy.
How many games did we lose?
3. We lost 3 in a row. Think about it. We lost 3 in a row that year, but we didn't lose any other games.
Yeah.
So we had our little funky patch.
Yeah.
But outside of them 3 games, Marshall, how many fourth quarters did we play?
We didn't play.
Like,
I remember it was 30-point with 30-point win almost every night.
Bro, we was going into those games. I'm telling
first
Ryan,
quarter, I remember you having like 25 in the first quarter every night.
No bullshit.
Third quarter, you're on the bench.
It got to a point, bro, like midway through the season, Marshall, I'm telling Ryan, I said, Ryan, bro, if we get up 15, don't sub us out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we can't play. He would sit us, and I don't know if somebody would look this stat up, bro, but it was probably 10 fourth quarters out of 22 games.
I reckon.
That I didn't play.
Even, yeah.
Like, I know I didn't play 10 of those games, bro, 10 of those fourth quarters.
Yeah.
And it was times where I was just kind of like bullshitting in the first quarter, like, bro, come on, y'all, just keep it close.
Keep it close, keep it interesting, I think that's why we lost, though, is because we didn't get challenged.
We didn't get challenged,
We either beat them by 30, we lost by 10,
Bro, that's exactly why we lost, because it was, I swear, bro.
We didn't have one close game the whole year.
I remember, like, bro, I was telling teams, like, it was quarters that I didn't even shoot, because I'm like, come on, motherfuckers, because he gonna sub us. If we kick y'all ass, bro, he gonna sub us out the game, bro.
Yeah.
That team
I had more fun the year before, though.
Yeah, of course. It was more challenging.
Yeah, it was more challenging.
Down to the wire a little bit. We didn't have any close games that second year, bro. That second year, that team, that's what I mean. That's why I think
we were too good.
I think that was the best team, bro.
Yeah.
In NBL1. Any conferences, North, South, y'all can debate it if you want. I don't think no team was beating that team. Obviously, we'll never know, but we can just talk our shit.
Yeah.
But that team there was one of my favorite teams.
Which one? First year or second year?
The second year.
Second year, yeah.
It was frustrating, but I knew we were going to win. Like, I was, the whole time, though, I'm thinking, like, facts.
We lost.
And that's what hurts.
I went to that game against Joondalup being like, there's no way we're losing,
Bro, it didn't cross my mind that we could lose that year. I was like, okay, back-to-back champs. This shit is dope. Like, I'm thinking back-to-back champs, bro. 10 games in the season.
Yeah. Same I was too. We've got the same team back, except we added Jay.
Added J. Cole. I'm like, bro. Good fucking luck, bro.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell, bro. I want to talk about the state of, since we're talking about that right now, talk about the state of the kind of the NBL, bro. A little bit of the NBL. We ain't got to spend much time on it, but like I've been there, you've been there, and I want to make sure I use the right word, the politics of it and how it works. And just to be frank, bro, because this is my fucking show, I say what I want. Why aren't you in the NBL? In your opinion, why don't you think you're in the NBL?
I don't know. There's a lot of different perspectives, right? Different ways I can look at it. But I don't know. I'll always blame myself, put it that way. That's just me.
Of course.
I've always blamed myself. But yeah, I'll keep it real. Like, it's like I was playing behind a guy who was coached by that guy since he was 13 years old.
That's his son.
It's his son. He watched him grow up, you know?
That's his son.
And then, and not only that, there was heaps of politics behind the scenes, but I don't know, it's right. It's like the same as any job. It's right place, right time. Mm-hmm. You know, like and I feel like it was the right place, not the right time. Mm. And not the right time, meaning not the right coach. I don't think that coach that I had when I was in the NBL, especially at the Hawks, I'm not going to name, he who does not have a name, I don't think he was the right fit for me. Mm. But it is what it is, and I think like if I were to have my time again and I were to go with my brain now and the things I've learned,
of course,
I would finesse for sure the situation.
Figure it out.
I'd finesse it. Yeah,
okay,
I would find my way through the ranks, you know, and that's all it is. It's you can call it politics, you can call it people liking you, not liking you.
Yeah, and not understanding.
And not understanding. Not understanding.
That's what it is.
So obviously,
do you think your game was ready outside the mind part? Do you think your game was ready?
I think my game was ready. It needed to be I needed to be coached.
Yeah.
And he didn't know how to coach. Mm. He knew how to coach you if you're already good. Don't get me wrong. If you're already like at that point, but he couldn't polish a turd. You know, he couldn't polish a turd.
Hey, clip that shit, bro.
He didn't know how to take. So see, like now that I coach and I see players and I'm like I would like to think I have a pretty good eye for it. Take a drink, man. Yeah, I would like to think I have a pretty good eye for it, and I could take a kid that's nearly there and make him there. Yeah, 100%. And that's what a true coach should do, right? You should elevate. But for sure, like I was not losing shooting drills.
Facts.
I was not losing shooting drills. Yeah. The second team was busting the first team's ass every practice. Like, especially like once I got my feet under me. But you know how it is, like when you play for someone that you're comfortable with, that you're comfortable playing for, you perform. Yeah. But if you're not comfortable playing for that person, you don't. You know, and it comes down to being like on a social level, not even on like a basketball level. Yeah. It comes to being on like a social level. So like socially, the coach had put me at the bottom of the ranks, and I was just the whipping boy. Right away. And he made fun of me, and he made it like I was a class clown. You know, and it's hard to perform, it's hard to succeed from that situation. You know, so, and I put myself in there too because I was going in their way too, like thinking it's SBL, you know?
And that accountability is
SBL,
what, you know, obviously propels you forward, bro, because you're looking at yourself like, I did fuck that situation, or I put myself here because I acted this way.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't mature enough to be able to mold my way or like maneuver my way around what was going on. But like there was a lot. I can tell you some stories, man. I can tell you some stories.
And
if you got time, I can tell you some stories.
But that's what's crazy, though, about the professionalism of professional sports. Like, there are guys who are true professionals with half the talent of somebody else, and they're going to get the opportunity.
Yeah. I didn't learn that. I didn't have that.
And that's what people have to understand. And, like, you don't know it as a youngster growing up. You just playing. You just get better. You don't get taught to politic.
No.
You don't get taught to keep your mouth closed. You don't get taught the yes sirs, no sirs, always agree with the coach. Leave your opinion inside at home.
Your head.
Like, leave that shit you think at the crib. It's only one or two motherfuckers that opinion matters. Like, so young boys.
And usually when they're above the politics. And that's when you need to know when you can start like tweaking and be like, you know what, I can start saying this and this and this.
And a lot of players, bro, will come up to me, or I know they came up to you, coach don't like me, or this, you ain't there yet.
You're not there yet.
You ain't there yet.
Play better. Not play better, but play. Finesse your way first.
And I look at it from a coach's perspective. When you look at coach's perspective, like coaches have a job as well. Like, what can you help me keep my job? Or are you a motherfucker that's going to help me lose my job?
Yeah.
And players got to look at it like that as well. Like, what can you provide this coach to where he can play you or where he wants to play you?
And I think that's you hit the nail on the head. Like, everyone, at the end of the day, everyone's playing for themselves. The coach, the GM, the whatever. Like, the players, everyone's out for themselves, right? Let's be honest. Everyone wants themselves to succeed over the person next to them. That's just how life is, which is fine. But I'll tell you a story.
Let me hear it.
All right, I'll tell you a story. So basically, I just came from Illawarra. I was on top of my game. Like, I think I was averaging like 28 points a game in NBL1. Leading scorer in the league. Like, shooting the ball 50% from the 3-point line. Like,
going crazy.
Balling.
Going crazy.
Yeah. Like, I was I could score the ball really well. But there was obviously big holes in my game, which I've kind of patched up now. But anyway, I was there. I thought in my mind on the court. And then I went to a tryout. I had like the best tryout for Brisbane, right? And the coach was Lemanis was the coach.
Yep.
Right. And then he was like, "We're gonna have a 5-6 day tryout. We're gonna pick someone from this tryout." That's what he said before the tryout. Right? We're gonna pick someone from this tryout.
So everybody geeked.
Everyone's
like,
getting it.
Let's get it.
And then there was some great players. There was like Jordan Heading. He's playing over in Japan. He's baller. He was there. A bunch of other guys were there. Yeah, and then I had the best tryout I've ever had. Like, balled out.
Yeah.
And then everyone's kind of like, "Good job, man. Like, you can get the gig." And I was like, kind of like, "Oh crap." And he's like, Lemanis came up after and was like, "We're not going to talk to anyone. We're just going to talk to your agents. So everyone's going to leave and go home. And we're just going to talk to your agents."
Finessed, bro.
All right. And that day, I posted a picture of me in Brisbane. And I was going to be like, "No, I'm not going to tell anyone I'm there," you know? Yeah. Because I didn't like the way that I was getting treated at my other spot, and I didn't want people to be talking, you know, and then anything gets said, you know? So I was like, all right, I'm not going to post anything, but I posted something. And then anyway, I get a message from someone who should not be named saying, "You're in Brisbane. What's going on?"
Wow.
And then I was like, "I'm trying out." And then, and then let's flip back to where we were at just before. So then he said, "I'm not going to talk to anyone after this tryout. I'm going to speak to your agents." He comes up to me straight after and goes like, "Where have you been playing?" And he's like, this ain't latest. He's just like, "Where have you been playing?" And I was like, "I played at Illawarra last year." He goes, "Why didn't you get on the court?" And then I was like, "I'm not sure." I was like, that would be a question you need to ask the coach. Like, I'm not like, I don't really know how to speak, but I didn't really know how to politic back then. Yeah. So I said some dumb shit. And then I said not some dumb shit, but just some like vague, like, "I'm not sure." Like, yeah. And then nothing happens. And then nothing happens. And then he comes up to me and goes, "I called Lemanis for you." That's what he should not be named, because I called Lemanis for you. And I was like, "Oh, fuck," you know, like, what do you mean you called him? Why? Yeah, why did you call him? Yeah. And then he basically just bagged me out and just said that that he thought I was an NBL player, but he didn't think I was ready or something like that. Like, thought I was good enough, but I don't know. Obviously, whatever he said on the phone, I didn't get it. Yeah, so that's what happened. But man, that's
fucking story. Word of mouth, who you know, all of that matters, guys. Young kids who's listening about, trying to make advances. So you want to make them impressions early. Try not to make no bad blood, even if it make you feel away personally. Those impressions that you make throughout your career could help you in future times. Like, from Marshall's perspective,
it's not even. Well, it is that. It's communication. You need to be able to communicate your way through the situation that you're in. And that's something that I didn't know back then, didn't know how to do back then. But now I do.
Or not even talk at all.
Not even talk at all. That's better.
Sometimes that talking shit will fuck you.
Yeah, don't talk at all. Smile and wave.
That'll fuck you for sure, bro. I got we started talking about getting fucked. Brisbane.
Tell me some stories about you. Go on.
Getting fucked, bro. Getting fucked in Brisbane. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, you came out had like 16 the first few preseason games. Bro. I was like, Tuss is about to be the main guy.
No,
what's going on?
No. Oh, fuck, bro. I don't even know where to start, because it really, and honestly, I've been fucking cut from a lot of teams. Didn't make a lot of teams. Yeah. That hurt me the most.
Yeah, because you were there.
I was the most prepared.
Yeah.
I was ready for the moment. I was ready for the battles. I was ready for the ups and downs of it. I felt like the situation was perfect for what that team needed.
Yeah.
And I'm finally in a position where I'm like, okay, I'm about to get my moment. This is for me.
Yeah.
You work your ass off,
You were
bro.
ready.
This is
It
for
was
you.
your
I
time.
was so
It was your
prepared for
time.
this. I was so prepared
Yeah.
for this, bro. My body, my mind, everything. I was so prepared for it. And
your time, not the right place,
bro. And we go into preseason, and you know we had a pretty good roster on paper, and everybody's kind of like, man, that Brisbane team's gonna be good this year. I think that Brisbane team's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Looking at what we had on paper, we played our preseason games.
You guys were good.
And we were good.
Yeah.
But the main guys weren't playing in that preseason. It was the bench guys that were playing in the preseason. And we were playing the way, you know, coach wanted us to play. We was playing through, and then everything changed as the main guys started getting back into the rotation, which is normal. That's how it's supposed to be. But in that moment and in that time, the Brisbane team is going to be okay because you watched them play.
Yeah.
And you watched the motherfuckers that's on the court.
Yeah.
It's not a myth. Yeah, it was preseason.
Yeah.
But the way you was playing, that looks like a team that might be okay.
Yeah.
And I get into it, and I'm like you said, bro, I think I had pretty decent preseason showing. If I'm not mistaken, I would probably have to check the stats, but to our 6 preseason games, including the Blitz, I might have been our leading scorer.
I remember you were, yeah.
I
remember we were all like, Taz is about to kill it this year.
I'm thinking I might have been our leading scorer.
Well, I've played
Somebody
I've played on in the NBL and I've played in other leagues and stuff like that, bro. You know you're there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I still haven't seen anyone shoot like you in my life.
Appreciate that, bro. And for me, I know that as well.
Yeah.
So I'm coming into it like I'm just prepared. Give me this opportunity.
Yeah.
And it's for me, going into our very first game, we're playing Perth, our very first game, and I have no idea what happens, bro. But I'm not starting that game. And I'm like, all right, bro, what the fuck is going on?
You're just leading the same points.
And it's preseason, so I'm not going. It's preseason, so I
Yeah.
understand it. But a conversation of what's going to happen, it has to be had with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking this way going into. So I'm like, you know, I'm really kind of confused as the game going, bro. It's game buzzer sound. We getting our ass kicked to start the game. I'm still on the bench, like, why the fuck I'm not in the game?
Yeah.
This is what I'm thinking. And I don't get into the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. So mentally, I'm so fucked up, bro. First quarter was kind of trash. I mean, my first half was kind of trash. Maybe had like 3 points. So I'm not showing why I should be out there anyway when I do get out there. But then I re-snapped in like, bro, go do your thing. And then I had a pretty decent second half.
Yeah.
Ended up leading the team in scoring for the game. And over the course of the games, we lose our first 2-3. I'm still coming off the bench. My minutes are going down. My role is going down. And I just started talking too fucking much in the locker room about why we losing, what we should do, how I feel that we can win games. And like we spoke about before, I even start ranting. Sometimes you need to shut the fuck up.
Sometimes you need to shut the fuck
You
up.
need to shut the fuck up because when you start losing games in the position that I was in versus the one I thought I was in, it's totally different.
Yeah, you're right.
So when we losing games and you look at that roster, who's getting paid what in the positions, who's the first motherfucker to get cut?
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
I'm an NBL1 guy. I'm not a real import. Essentially, I'm a motherfucker who was cast off to get that role.
You came play for what? Like you came to play for the Wildcats.
I'm one of the only motherfuckers that's played for 3 clubs. I played for 3 clubs here as an import. Yeah. It ain't because I can't play.
Yeah.
I can fucking play. So that's not my thought though. I'm thinking I think I'm one of the guys on the team. Yeah. So I'm talking way too fucking much. And anybody on that Bullets team would attest to that. I'm talking. I'm in a leadership role when I should have just shut the fuck up and take the breadcrumbs that they gave me. Essentially.
And just play your role.
Play my role. In which my role was to be a defensive stopper, knock down an open corner 3 when I get the ball passed to me. Now, if anybody knows me, knows how I play.
That's not you.
That's not me. Give me the fucking ball. Let me throw it up, and it's going to go in.
Let me throw it up.
Let me throw the motherfucker up. Anyway, it's probably going to go into a high percentage shot.
Yeah, it's hard because something's got to give, you know?
Something's got to give. So for me, I get into that position, and I have one of these conversations with who I respect truly, James Duncan, the head coach at the time. Yeah. And this is about 10 days before he get fired. We have a conversation, and I come up to him, I'm like, JD, what's up, bro? Like, what's going on? The team was like this a month ago. Now it's like this. I don't understand my role. What do you need from me? Let's try to make this shit work because I want to be here. How we make it work.
Yeah.
And JD said something to me that I knew that ain't come from his mouth, but it had to come from somewhere above. He told me the totem pole of the team offensively of who and how he wanted to score.
Yeah.
And when he told me that, he get to like 5 players and he still ain't named my name, bro. I'm looking at him like, bro.
7 options.
Bro, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, JD?
Yeah.
You getting down to these points and you still ain't saying shit about me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. And then I looked at him like, all right, that ain't you. Because if you were at practice, you're at the games, you're watching every day. It's no way you think I'm a 6th option on your team.
Yeah, the GMs are trying to do.
You're doing it. And our team was getting ran from a motherfucker in the States with Zoom. He was playing 2K with our team, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, we got this import who's averaging this. He's not doing this. What the fuck? Get him out of here.
Yeah.
And essentially, that's what it came to be. And I was so hurt by that situation because it was like, nah, I think in most of as a professional, bro, you don't go around, oh, that's not fair. Dude.
Yeah.
That was some bullshit. And if you hear that was some bullshit. And I think it's really hurt me because that was my 3rd team. And when you start to play in NBL and how much I love Australia, you're not going to get too many more opportunities.
Those opportunities don't come.
You're not going to, like for me, that was my last one. And I think I was set up for it. And you don't get many as an import, bro. Ain't nobody going to give a motherfucking import a 4th chance.
Yeah.
When none of your shit really worked. Like I'm with Wildcats, Phoenix, and Brisbane.
Yeah.
You don't get many chances, bro.
But at the end of the day, in saying all that, how much more did you learn as a person through going through those situations, right? Like, and that's what I like to think about it is like, in the perspective that I like to look at my journey. I learned way more from my L's than I ever did my wins. You know, like I'll reflect, I'll recharge, I'll come back a better person. You know,
every time.
Every time.
Every time, bro.
But after you win, you're just like, that was good. Yeah,
winning ain't even that cool. Yeah. It's like you said, going through them L's.
Through it,
and then you get better, you get tougher, you get
and that
stronger.
happened. The same thing happened at Illawarra. Like the coach came up to me like in preseason and said like, I didn't want to sign you. And that's I haven't even touched the court yet. He goes, I don't want to sign you. I was like, oh, why not? He goes, don't think you're good enough. But the GM wanted to sign you. And I was like, okay, like, you know, what do I even say to that? Like, thanks. Should I go thank the GM then, or what? Like,
that is great. So he never really had the liking for you, bro.
He never.
But it sucks. I know some motherfuckers that do got some liking for you, and they here in this city, and they love you, and they respect what you do. So I'm gonna kind of go into that a little bit. Now, let's talk about the NBL West, bro, where you've dominated for years, and I want to just talk about some of the current players and current teams in the league, a little bit overrated, underrated. I'm going to say some names, and I want you to give me some.
I love everyone, man.
There you go. That ain't what he said.
Everyone's
all right, so look,
overrated in my head.
Hold on. So what are y'all right now? Y'all 7th? 8th?
I don't know. It's maybe 6th or 7th.
6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere. Yeah, so y'all fighting for the spot. So this is a perfect time to talk some shit, right? Because if you're right, we them boys, we them men. It's right moment.
I'll forget about it.
What Michael Jordan say? You know, hold on, what the fuck did he say, man? In the last dance where we had the baseball bat. He was like, that's a sign of a good man. It's a sign of a good man when you can talk shit when you behind or even score.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me? Yes. So right now, them fucking sons of yours are behind, right? So,
I only talk shit when I'm behind. I don't talk shit when I'm ahead.
That's a sign of a good man. Shout out Michael Jordan. Clip it. Ben, clip it. So I'm going to talk about some of the big boys.
Yeah.
Rockingham, overrated, underrated. You just kicked their ass last week, so.
I think they're underrated. I think they should be better than they are, to be honest.
Underrated. So Rockingham, underrated.
They got so many good players, man. They got like Durnan like as the 9th man or something. They got Buff coming off the bench. Like,
so that team stacked, you think?
I don't know. Like, it's hard because they have so many good players. They just have so many good players. So I reckon that they could gel better for sure.
Warwick.
They could gel better. Yeah.
Warwick
are tough. Like, I don't know.
Underrated, overrated.
We played them once and they busted our ass, but I think we're going to get them this weekend.
Y'all play them this weekend?
Yeah.
Saturday?
We play them this Saturday.
Hey, make sure y'all showing love.
Yeah. But I think we're going to beat them. I think we're going to beat them. I think they are. Yeah, I think that.
Hey Ben, can we clip that before tomorrow's night? He said, Marshall Nelson said, I think we're going to beat them. Can we get that clip for tomorrow night? Anyway.
But at the same time, I said I think we're going to beat Rockingham and Joondalup. We did that too.
So
but everyone else was, I was talking shit right after the game. I said, I told you we're going to win. Yeah, and then everyone said, like, so this is the talk that we're having in the pre-game from some people.
Okay.
Oh, if we do this and we rebound and we do this, we might have half a chance. I was like, we're winning this fucking game.
Yeah.
You know, like,
we might have half. Fuck that, bro.
Like, what?
I ain't show up for half a chance.
Yeah, I didn't show up for half a chance. Yeah.
Okay.
You put me on the same court. You put me on the court. Anyone, I'm thinking I'm winning. You know, I don't know. That's the mindset I go into every game with.
Okay, Willerton.
Yeah. What are you doing, Willerton?
Overrated, underrated.
I think Willerton are good, but I think that from what I hear, I think that people's roles aren't set properly. So any team basketball, when your role's not set, other people try to take a little bit more, or maybe and then things go to shit. So I think their roles aren't set. I'll put it that way.
Kalgoorlie.
Do people rate them? No. I'm joking. No, I'm joking. No, they came out blazing this season. I haven't seen them play. I don't know anything about them.
They got some talent.
Yeah, I heard they're good.
They got some talent over there, bro.
I haven't actually. I've seen they've been losing though, but
I think one of the most talented teams in the league in terms of like player.
They're
for player.
Good. Yeah.
Player for player,
when you look at the team, and that just comes to a gelling thing, right? Like it's just, and that's where it's like I think people that are picking these teams and stuff like that, you need to be picking gel players. Like that's what's going to hold the team together.
You get two
good
ones.
Yeah. When you get a couple of good gel players, like they're the guys that you should invest in. And that's where it comes down to getting good locals. Like investing in a few good locals and letting them kind of like...
How many good locals willing to change teams, though? Sometimes
if you pay them, man. I think nowadays, like people are getting paid a little bit more, so people will move.
Mandrill.
Depends who's talking, who's persuading them, you know?
Yeah, Marshall Nelson,
I'm getting some players to come under. We've been a contender every year after this one. Put it that way.
Putting together a package for them, bro.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll even do the deals too.
What about Mandrill, bro? What about Mandrill? Over or under? Losing Julian hurts.
Losing Julian hurts.
That hurts a lot.
Yeah, I think they have some role problems too. I think they might flank out, and I don't think they can make playoffs.
That's tough.
I don't think they can make playoffs.
Who else is okay? Fucking Lakeside.
They should be way better than they are.
I haven't seen them
play.
play.
I'll call Lakeside out, man. They should be way better than they are. They've got so many good players. Like, and every year they're bad. I don't know how every year the guys are bad.
Redbacks.
Redbacks. I would say no comment. Redbacks, man. No comment.
All right, Joondalup, bro.
They need to figure it out. Put it that way. They need to figure it out. Joondalup are good, but I think from playing them last week, if I were to be open, they're going to struggle guarding guards because, like, for example, I was having a bad game and I realized I was like, you just have to tack one way, and none of the guards can keep up, bro. Like they're pretty big and like. Slow. I think with Ethan Elliott, they kind of had that dynamic. But I think without Ethan Elliott, if you're any good guard, like any quick guard in this league, you're going to blow by their guards. And you're just going to get to the hoop and then just free up shooters. And I think they're going to have a tough trouble playing teams with good guards.
Like y'all.
Yeah. I think that we're going to give a lot of teams trouble, man.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Well, Perry Lakes.
They're good. They're young. They'll figure it out. I think they're exactly where they should be.
I don't even know who else is in playoff. Can't forget Geraldton. Sorry, Gerald.
Geraldton always good.
Yeah,
I think that's the biggest.
Disrespect.
To be honest, that's the toughest team. Like you look at tough team, that's the toughest team to beat. Like they're the most solid on every night.
Okay, going there, you got
and they got so many good players that know their roles that aren't gonna. They will show up when the time is right, and they'll know when to take a back seat when it's right too. And I think that's the hardest thing about Geraldton, and they play tough, bro. You know, they play with some pride. They're from the country, you know. They're from the country.
Team. So so here we go. Seedings aside, who's your final four, and who's your eventual champions, bro?
I think we can make a run at it. I'll say that. I think we can. No. I think we're definitely not the favourites, but
no, I'm saying give me your final four. Your
final
teams.
Four? That will be in the final four?
Yeah.
I think we'll be there. Yeah. I think that it will be Rockingham, It'll be Warwick. It'll be Jero. It'll be us.
Okay, who takes the cake?
Who else is there? I'm trying to think.
You got Joondalup, you got
we're beating
Manor,
Joondalup.
you got Goldfields, who's in that higher spot.
I think we'll beat Joondalup. But I don't know. Joondalup are tough though. Like they can be good. Yeah.
So Joondalup may get in, may not. But
may not. Yeah, I think me and
Joondalup.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be us or Jundi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Who the champs?
Who the champs?
I ain't gonna let you answer. I'm going.
I think
Suns.
Geraldton.
I'm going to Suns. I'm going to Suns champs, bro. Fuck it. I'm going to Suns champs.
I think we can make some noise, man. We just need to tweak a few things.
Marshall Nelson, final MVP.
And
what, that'll give you three chips?
We just need to tweak a few things. No, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm going. That's my prediction.
I've got the mentality that we're always going to win a championship.
I'm going Suns.
Yeah.
I'm going Suns for the
Suns?
chip, man. I'm going Suns.
I think it would be tough. It's a tough league this year.
Yeah.
To be honest, like those teams are tough. Like anyone can beat anyone on any night.
You a champion, bro. So, fuck, man. Speaking of champs,
yeah.
Let's get to our real one of the day, bro. We got one that's special to both of us. And we were on the phone yesterday talking about women's of the day. You had a couple that were qualified, a couple that weren't, but we finally got to one that we understood. Yeah. And in the WA community, man, he's not an international superstar, bro, but he's a local legend, bro, and the GOAT. And the reason I'm here, Greg Heyer is the reason I'm in Perth. As this speaks, so I just fucking leaked the guy. But Greg Heyer is our real one of the day. But I got a story, bro. So before, like I think right after you signed, I don't know what happened, bro. I just left Lafayette. I'm in Vegas and I'm chilling, and I am inebriated. And I hit up Greg. I don't know what just happened. I think they just lost or something. I don't know what happened at this time, and this may be February.
Yeah.
I seen him post that they
you
just
wanted to
lost
come back
something.
to Perth, didn't you?
I wanted to come back to Perth because I wanted to be I wanted to get in the NBL.
Yeah, okay.
And I had just seen Bryce play a game, bro, and it was one game he was just so excited, so loved. And when I was in Latvia, I was the complete opposite. I hated playing in Latvia.
Yeah.
I was sick about it, right?
Yeah.
And then I turn on the TV and I see Bryce. Yeah, I'm like, I gotta get back to Perth.
Yeah.
And I didn't care.
It's way better playing out here.
I didn't care how I did it. I hit up Greg, going off my shit, right? I say, G, bro, do y'all got a spot, bro? Literally, hit him up. Text him, G, y'all got a spot? He said, you fucking kidding me? Of course, bro. He said, let me hit the GM, bro. The GM hit me back. Warren, bro.
Yeah.
He's texting me, bro. Maybe 4:30 in the morning my time, bro. And mind you, I am.
Yeah.
He said, well, what you need?
Yeah.
I said, what do you mean, what do I need? Like,
so it's happening.
What do I need to get you here? And he got it all done, bro. So shout out Greg for making that happen.
Yeah.
And obviously winning the championship here with Greg and just talking about what he means to the community, what he does with the Stitch in Time. He's just what he did with the Wildcats, his championship.
And just the energy he brings, I feel like.
He's just a superstar, man. Yeah. And if you don't know who Greg Heyer is, we got some love coming for him, and he's a big-time star, bro. And that's our real one of the day. Shout out Greg Heyer, bro. We love you, man, and we respect you. If you don't hear it every day, just know you're going to hear it from us.
Yeah.
I know it matters, bro. So, as we roll through all of this, the good old good days come out. And we got
what do we got here?
This
is a present.
You got the giveaway, bro. I wish this was a present, but this is the shoe giveaway. You know how we do it. If you tuned in the last episode, man, we gave away a free pair of shoes. Sponsored by my man, Right Motion, man. The best hands-on approach in Perth, in my opinion. Get your recovery in, bro. He takes care of everybody, man. Hit him up. And also Hoops Heaven, man, for showing love and providing the goods. So what we got here today is a pair of we got, man.
Shout out Jason, Hoops Heaven.
You feel me? We got a pair of Book Ones, bro. I don't know this colorway, little salmon pink. These ain't bad, man. But you know what you got to do. You got to like, comment Easy Day, share on your story, and tune into the episode to get your trivia right. A lot of people missed out because they didn't tune into the episode and didn't get the trivia. Man, I had not enough replies, but it made my job easier, bro. But all you got to do is like, comment, share on your story, answer the trivia question for an easy pair of shoes, man. Easy, bro. We going to show love each and every episode, giving out a free pair of shoes, so make sure y'all tune in. And I think that's a wrap, man, for the best podcast, self-proclaimed in the country. Self-proclaimed best podcast, man, with one of my boys, bro. And I just want to let you know I love you, bro, and I appreciate you, what you do for the community, and what you do for me, bro. We're going to definitely have another episode. We talking about all types of shit, but unfortunately we ran out of time. Being kicking us out.
All right, let's get.
Yeah,
bro,
thanks
for having me, bro.
It's all good.
I had fun.
But listen, if hold on, if you want to stay for the behind the scenes deleted shit, I'm about to kick Marshall ass on this this Mario Kart we got set up in here. Yeah. It's more than a podcast studio. It's an arcade. I'm finna kick his ass.
Getting that Nintendo?
Yeah. We're gonna turn that back on, man. Let me see how you do this. Uh-oh.